If we want to know how many values an array has, what should we do apart from counting them ourselves? It's simple. You just need to put a dot and the word length behind the array name. So here's a question for you. What is this dot and length? JavaScript has a built-in function called typeOf. Using it, we can get the data type. But what do you think we'll get if we use the typeOf method to test the array? Well, the result we get is object. Just like functions, there are two kinds of objects: built-in object and self-defined object. The array object we've just got is a built-in object. So what is an object? Well, an object is kind of like a factory. It can fulfill certain tasks for us. It's like an enhanced version of function, only much more powerful. As mentioned before, computer programs are used for processing data. So is objects. To process data, we must first be able to get the data in and out of the object. This transportation job is done by object property. Property is actually a variable, but it can only be used by an object. Length is a number of the array object. It can tell us the total elements number. The transportation job is done by object properties. So who will be responsible for processing that data? The object's own private functions. Actually, we have a name for those private functions: methods. Since property is actually a variable and method is a function, what's the difference between them? Well, you can directly use a variable or a function, but you cannot do this with properties and methods. You must specify which object they belong to first. This is why before the length property, we put a dot and the object name. The dot is for connecting the object and its methods and properties. A different language has a different rule in this regard. For example, PHP doesn't use a dot. Instead, it uses a dash and a right bracket.